Hey everybody, this is Andrew from T is for Tech, and in today's video I have something a little bit different. This video is sponsored by Temu. They were kind enough to send a bunch of products over to the channel for just an unboxing here and just like a quick look at the variety of things you can buy on Temu. And as you can see here, this is the Temu website. They do offer free shipping on items shipped from Temu, free returns for up to 90 days. They do have a delivery guarantee, so if you don't get your item, you will get a refund. There's price protection policy and price adjustment within 30 days if the price drops. So that's really nice. They do have very competitive price products in a multitude of categories. You should check it out on the web and take a look. You can download the Temu app. I'll have a link in the description. Definitely use my unique code. And you can save a little bit of money, and definitely take a look at it. I've used Temu before, and I think it's great for a lot of stuff that you would normally potentially get on other websites. This is kind of tech-related gadgetry type of stuff, right? I didn't do too much selection on their site. I just went on their kind of like top-selling best sellers, and I picked a bunch of stuff and Temu sent it to the channel. So what I am going to do here is just do an unboxing of this pile of stuff, and we'll take a look at what I got. Now, I have ordered from Temu in the past. Personally, I've bought quite a few USB cables and gadgets and widgets and stuff like that. So I am kind of happy that they reached out and we're able to do this video. So I have this pile here. I'm going to move it all off, and then we'll take a look at one by one of what's in this package. Now, I will start off with one that's not necessarily a technology-related gadget, but it is something that I can definitely use in my yard. I do have something very similar to this that broke. So when I saw this one kind of pop up on their best sellers list of tools for the garden, I decided to go ahead and get it. Basically what this is a tree trimming attachment, right? So this you can put on the end of like a pole. So I already do have an extendable pole that goes up to like 20 feet, I think. And what you end up with is, this mechanism that goes on the pole, and it has a rope with a handle that you can pull. And then this has basically a tree trimming attachment, so you can cut some bigger branches there just by pulling on the end of the cable, and it will cut. Basically, you can use it to cut. It also has a big giant serrated saw blade, as you can see, and using that then will allow you to trim branches from the ground in a large tree. Now, I'm not going to open this up because I don't want to cut myself, because this is sharp, but basically pretty cool device. I mean, obviously requires you to have your own pole, but you can find those at, actually, I think you might be able to find them on Temu as well, but any Home Depot, Lowe's kind of place, you should be able to get kind of an extension pole that this will work on. So again, not necessarily tech related, but maybe you could say this is yard tech or life tech for those that need to trim trees. The next thing that was in this package is a couple Apple Watch straps, and kind of thought these looked nice. And it almost looks, and I don't have one to compare it against, but the company Nomad, they make accessories for various things. I do think that this kind of looks like maybe the straps that they have for their Apple Watches. This is like an aluminum or metal pin that you can use, and this should fit, and yeah, fits really nicely there. And the material is very soft. It does feel pretty much like an Apple silicone kind of band, or the Apple elastomer band. This will fit the 42, 44, 45, and 49 millimeter watches. So this should be, most of the Apple Watches plus the Apple Watch Ultra. This should fit in there really nicely. So I've got this in black. Yeah, it feels really good. As well as orange. They both feel about the same from a material standpoint. Really good, kind of silky smooth. Feels premium. So I got the orange and the black. So those are pretty cool. Next thing here are a couple iSesame openers. These would be for opening things, right? So if you have a cell phone, iPhone, electronic device, and you need something really, really thin to kind of get in between the glass and the plastic, or in between a couple pieces of plastic to pry them open or get the glue off so that you can open it up, these come in pretty handy. So basically just super, super thin metal, flexible, allows you to get into tight spaces to basically open them up, right? So they call it the opening tool. I don't know if it's iSesame or iSesamo or whatever, but you get 2 of these in the package. I did just replace a battery on my wife's OnePlus 7 Pro, kind of an older phone, but one of these would have came in handy. I needed to pry the back glass open, and I struggled. So I think this would have come in handy in that scenario. I don't know what this one is. This one might be like a spinning top for your desk. Yeah. So there are a bunch of these on the site. This is a really hefty kind of metal spinner. As you can see, it has a really kind of cool look to it. And basically just a spinning top. So that's cool. I always get, gadgets for my desk. This reminded me of Inception. So I thought that would be cool. So this is a black metal. It has a knurled top here so you can easily grab it to spin. So that's cool. Actually, I think there's another one in here somewhere too. It's another one. This one looks like the one from Inception, which is why I thought this was cool. Yeah, so this one kind of looks like a UFO or something, but or more like the Inception totem. So I thought that was kind of cool. Same thing. Am I awake? Am I in a dream? Is my life fake? Am I living in a simulation or not? You can find out. Use this little spinner. Another little gadget. This one is kind of interesting. It's kind of like a blue anodized aluminum, and it's just a little pick or a toothpick. So if you want or you need a portable toothpick to kind of keep in your pocket, keep on your keychain for whatever, you have that. I mean, and all these things are like fairly cheap. I mean, like a couple bucks or $1 sort of thing, for some of these types of things. So cool little gadget for if you need a portable toothpick. Also got this I wanted to try out. I'm always looking for micro SD cards for Raspberry Pis or, phones and devices and things like that. So this is a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. Comes with an SD card adapter. I'll have to check out and see what the performance of these are and how fast it is and that sort of thing. But relatively inexpensive if you need to find some micro SD cards. It's taken a couple weeks for this to show up, so I can't even remember all the stuff that I put on there. Oh, this one I thought I always need a pair of earbuds. I constantly break earbuds. I usually use these to fall asleep with, listen to podcasts and things like that on my iPad as I fall asleep. I've got a iPad that has the headphone jack, and I'm tired of paying $20 for Apple EarPods. These look just like the Apple EarPods. Again, I don't know sound quality wise. I'll have to check that out. How they compare, at least from that perspective. But they look like the Apple EarPods, and these again, a couple dollars. Got those. This is basically just a silicone pad that you can put down if you're taking electronics apart. It's 300 millimeters by 200 millimeters. It's got a few little kind of indented compartments at the top for putting screws in and things like that. So as you take something apart, you can use this to kind of organize the screws. This kind of goes with one of the other things that I ordered, which is a micro screwdriver set. So again, kind of related to device repair, things like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Now this one, again, not really related to tech, but it's just a ring, silver ring. I don't know, I think it said it was like titanium or tungsten or something like that. And I don't think titanium, maybe it was tungsten. So just a ring. So you got that. This is what I just mentioned, a screwdriver tool set. So this one should be pretty cool. So I'm always looking for micro screwdriver and that sort of thing. And this one I thought was cool because it is an electric screwdriver. And it has a rechargeable battery, which I probably need to charge for this to work. But it has a USB-C to charge it up. And then you can use this for taking devices apart or working on your laptop and things like that. There is some accessories in here. Looks like it gives you some little spudgers and stuff like that for taking things apart. And then a bunch of various screwdriver tips for common things. So Torx, flathead, some various other types there. If you look here, it shows you kind of what there are. Kind of those 3-blade ones, Torx, triangle, squares, Phillips, that sort of thing. So you get quite a few of those as part of this, and it's rechargeable. Like I said, it looks like I do need to charge it before it will work. I thought that was pretty cool. Then here, got a USB rechargeable arc lighter, like a barbecue lighter. Or a candle lighter. I'm always looking around the house for, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but you get a little bit of an arc lighter there. You can probably light candles or start things that you need to kind of start on fire. Fireplace, gas-powered fireplace, that sort of thing. It's also USB rechargeable. Has a lock, so you can lock it from going on and off. This one's in red. Recharge it with the USB-C. So that's pretty cool. Then I also got, this should be a soldering tool set. So again, I do, some things on the channel where I build stuff or whatever. And it's kind of nice to not have to have like a big soldering iron. So I got this just to see how it would work. You basically also, so this is a portable soldering iron. It kind of looks like the screwdriver. It has a power button. You can set the temperature. It has a little LED display there, LCD display. Comes with some different soldering tips, a little sponge, a little rest for it. Does come with some solder, which is nice. Some welding flux rosin. And there's also a desoldering tool, so like a sucker. So if you trying to suck solder off of a board or off of a component, you can melt it with that, suck it up with the soldering or desolderer. So that's kind of cool. Comes in this little box, instruction manual. So yeah, nice little portable soldering iron. So that's pretty cool. And the last thing I got is a smart ring. So this is from a company called Colme, and this is a smart ring. And what's kind of cool about this, it seems to have good reviews. I have not tried out a smart ring on the channel. Some of the other companies like Aura, those sorts of things, they make these smart rings. But it does calorie tracking, heart rate, has sports mode tracking, sleep monitor. And this one I'm actually the most excited about out of all this stuff because I've been meaning to kind of take a look at one of these for quite a while now. And It's pretty cool. And I think this was maybe $30, something along those lines, $20 to $30, which actually seems pretty decent if it works. And basically you get with this probably just like a little, a USB-C charger so you can charge it, instruction manual, and then the smart ring is in this little case that you use to charge it and hold it. And yeah, it basically looks like that. You can see some of the electronics there on the inside. So this one I might actually end up doing a separate review or a separate video on, just to kind of go over how it works and the app and all that stuff. But I thought it was pretty cool, and you charge it just right there in the case. Very, very neat. So I will link to some of this stuff and link to Temu in the description of this video. Hopefully you go check out all the stuff that they have there. They have all kinds of things, not just kind of gadgets and tech stuff. They've got clothing. They've got, you name it, you'll find it. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those below, and I'll be happy to answer. This is Andrew from T is for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.